Hey everyone, Irit here with a process video for Shimmerz. So let's get right into it. I am feeling the rainbow love and I just wanted to make a happy, fun background, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to do with just a few of my favorite Shimmerz sprays. So probably if I had to choose, if I really had to choose one Shimmerz product to use, it would have to be the ink sprays. I think they're so easy and fun to use, and I just love them. They're my go-to supply for mixed media and making backgrounds on my layouts and all that. And I do love the super bright colors in the colorings selection. So Shimmerz have a few types of sprays. Some have shimmer in them and the colorings don't, so it's just like an ink spray. And somehow I love the shimmer, but somehow I find I just gravitate towards these. So I'm playing with this new stencil that I got. I show this in a little haul and demo video on my channel. And this stencil is from Stencil Girl. I can't remember the name of it, but as you can see, it's just this really cute, sketchy flower. And what I love about it is, because the stencil or mask is so delicate, you get a lot of color on your page because it only covers a little bit. So you can see that I'm spraying it and then I'm flipping it and using it kind of like a stamp, and that just gives me a variety of looks and textures, and I waste less. If you're using such a large amount of colors all across the color wheel like I am here, you do want to get your stencil kind of cleaned between applications, because if you spray it with yellow and then pink and then turquoise, you will get some muddy colors. Now those can be really beautiful, but here I was really going for bright. So if you're following this, then just clean your stencil between applications. It's less important, for example, to clean it between colors that are close to each other on the color wheel. For example, the pink and the yellow will give you some lovely oranges, but pink and turquoise most likely will create some sort of a grayish color, and you could totally experiment with that and see if you like it. But as I said, if you want to keep things kind of bright, then clean your stencil. So I also wanted to add some splatters in white. Now the paper that I'm using is watercolor paper. It's a 12 by 12 watercolor paper, and those are becoming easier to find. So if you're a scrapbooker that enjoys using mixed media and lots of sprays and that sort of thing, I highly recommend seeking them out. So while I had my mists out and stencil and everything, and I was in the groove and I had to let my background dry anyway, I thought I will show you that this is a great idea also for your art journal. So you can totally use the same technique. That's why I love kind of showing these simple techniques, because they work on pretty much everything. So you can use them on scrapbook layouts, cards, art journals, all your arty projects on a canvas. You can start your canvas with a layer of these lovely colors. So this really, just these basic techniques, stencils and mists, are a match made in crafty heaven. So have fun with it. So here I'm just using my Jane Davenport large journal. It has some lovely watercolor paper, so I can mist away without worrying about ruining the paper. And kind of doing the same thing. It's a little bit a different dimensions here, because my background is square and this is more rectangular. The size of the Jane Davenport journal is 9 by 12, so obviously when you open it, it's like 18 by 12 inches. Yeah. I was really good in math in high school, really. And yeah, so I'm just playing with color. Somehow it was a little bit easier with the whole arrangement on the square background. I don't know, here maybe I was just overthinking it here, and on my layout I was just kind of more going with the flow. So I just decided I wanted more color in that corner, so I'm trying to place the stencil exactly the way that it was, and finally I managed to do it. It wasn't so simple because I wasn't sure which side was the correct side, and I just want to add a little bit more color. And that just gives a different look because there was already color from on the parts that I covered with the stencil. So I used it as a stamp, and then I added even more mists. And yeah, this was just a lot of fun, and I love these colors. Wait, I'll tell you which colors I used. So I used No Yokin is my go-to yellow. It's just a really great, lovely, bright yellow that kind of works with everything. And here I didn't like not spray. I didn't splatter with white ink, but I splattered with the yellow. So that's my yellow. For my pinks, I used Pretty in Pink and pink stilettos. So pink stilettos is more of that hot fuchsia pink that you can see on the corner, on the left top corner. That's the pink stilettos. And then more in the middle is the Pretty in Pink, which is a little bit warmer. And both of those are my favorites. I use them all the time. And then on my turquoise green side, I have Don't Citron Me, which is a gorgeous lime green. And then there are the two teal turquoises, Oh Say Can You See and Well Blew Me Down. And I love them both. Well Blew Me Down is just a tad more bluish, and Oh Say Can You See is just a little bit more greenish. But they are both gorgeous, and I use them both all the time, and they work really well together. So I'm just telling you all the colors so that you know, and I get a lot of questions on which are my favorite Shimmerz products, and the ones I used here are probably my most favorite, most used sprays. So that's No Yokin, Pretty in Pink, Pink Stilettos, Don't Citron Me, Oh Say Can You See, and Well Blew Me Down. Those are just my favorite colors. Pinks and turquoises and yellow. So for my embellishments, I'm going to keep it pretty simple. I have here 3 cute photos of my baby girl, Lily, and she was just eating a banana and was just having a lot of fun and messy fun and making some really adorable faces. So I backed these photos with a doily and then this lovely transparency that I should have gutted it because I cover too much of it. And I'll tell you, the doily is from my stash. I think it's from an older Maggie Holmes collection. All the flowers that I'm using here are from Pretty Little Studio Dream Big collection, which is gorgeous. And they just have these tons of possibilities of different packages and stickers of just florals, which I think it's fantastic. And I think I pretty much used that package on this layout. It's just worked perfectly, and I really loved you know, just staying with the flowers and not having to think too much about the embellishment. I just kind of, the colors work really well with what I had on my background, and I kind of just color matched. So used the turquoise flowers on the right side, the pink flowers on the left, the yellow all over the place, in the middle more, and yeah, just had fun with it. The thickers are from my stash, and I think they are either from an older Amy Tan collection or a Dear Lizzie. You know, a lot of the American Crafts collections, they have these like foam words. So I just like to use them because they look good and they are easy to use. And now I went a little bit puffy sticker crazy. and I'm using just an assortment of puffy stickers from my stash. So there are a couple of Shimmerz ones, some Maggie Holmes, and just whatever worked. And I also added a couple of these dimensional embellishments from an old crate paper collection. So there's a little floral there on the right side of the photos. You'll see them in the close-up shots. And that cute, what's it called? Kite at the bottom. And yeah, it's just, I love making colorful backgrounds because you can use a ton of embellishments on them and kind of raid your stash. So that was fast. If you place an order on the Shimmerz site, make sure you mention my name and you'll get a freebie. I hope you enjoyed this video. I wish you a lovely day. Thanks for watching. Bye.